Hey YouTube, Demonic54, aka Punky Sanity. Gone through a whole year, guys. In just this 1 year, I've experienced most of what it's like to be in the society of what we call Yu-Gi-Oh! I finished a deck. I got good at the game. I made trades. I sold cards. I got stolen from. I played at YCS. I went to locals. I went to sneak peeks. I went to 3. That's not bad. 2 YCSs. Just made a YouTube channel for it. And just so much, just 1 year. I mean, even topping locals. I even topped locals. I mean, I haven't topped regionals or YCS yet, but I'm getting pretty damn close. I mean, new decks are coming out, new stuff that's coming out that's definitely going to be top tier, and if I can get a hold on certain cards in it, I can make the decks, because the only cards for the decks that I don't have are the ones that aren't out yet. So, I mean, I still have a shot at this. I mean, I'm ending the year with 30-something subscribers, and I wish I could have at least gotten to triple digits. I mean, it's not much, but it's better than nothing. And for those that stick by me, I just want to thank you all so much. And I want to give a shout out to my girlfriend. See, I'll put an annotation to her channel, like somewhere in here. She's really awesome, and I'm getting her into the game a little, and that'll be fun. Maybe when she gets like really good, and I'm help her make like a really good deck. Maybe I can put up some like duel videos of us or something. I think that would be really funny, because we act so funny whenever we're around each other. In case you haven't seen my pack in 10 openings whenever I've been with her. Anyways, on a different note, Ogre Dragoon, or as I'd prefer to call it, which I would have wished that they would have called it its other choice instead, Purgatory Dragon. This card is broken. Level 8, Dragon Synchro, Dark Attribute, 1 Dark Tuner, 1 non-tuner, 3000 attack, 3000 defense. If you have no cards in your hand, once per turn, you can negate the activation of a spell or trap that your opponent controls and destroy it. A Xian for Infernities. That is badass. Now then, as far as goals for uh, 2012, my goals are to make, see if I can get them out here, Steel Swarms and Invector. The second that those 2 archetypes, the second that each one got released, I looked at it and I was like, huh, this is pretty cool, since I like it and since I want to play with them. They might not be that good of decks, but if I like the looks of a deck, I'll play with it. I don't care if it's good or not, I'll play with it. And play with them, and Now I see a bunch of people playing with Injectors on DN, and I'm like, I'm taking down like the strongest of decks here. I'm taking down 6Ms, Dark Worlds, Agents, Tengu Plants, Twilight, Light Sworn. I'm just taking them all down with this one deck, and I'm like, this is going to be a tier 1 deck. This is going to be meta. And I'm so proud of myself because I found it before, you know, like, I even thought it would be anything. And Steel Swarms, a lot of people are saying that it's going to be bad, but it's a lot, it can work a lot better than some of you are playing it. I see some of the decks that don't use Ultimate Offering. I see some of the decks that don't use a Double Summon. I see some of the decks that don't use Recurring Nightmare. These are essentials that you need to make a good Steel Swarm deck. I've seen about 1 or 2 that don't use First Step towards Infestation. This card right here, this is a good way to avoid Bottomless. This right here, this is a good way to avoid Bottomless or Destruction. I mean, it's a lot better than some of you guys are giving it credit for. And I mean, Gear Stag, and Ultimate Offering, Recurring Nightmare, and Cell. There's like a loop that you can have where you just keep getting rid of what your opponent has, keep getting back your life points, and you just keep doing it, punch them in the face, then you recycle the cards that you got rid of, do it again, punch them in the face, recycle the cards you got rid of, do it again, punch them in the face, punch them in the face, punch them in the face. It's a lot better than you guys are giving it credit for. I've seen a deck that does not use Cockstack, okay? You do not need Cockstack, but it is a monster version, and you can, whether you want it to be a Dark Hole or a Heavy Storm, if they ban either of those cards again, but leave you with Cockstack, you still have Dark Hole or Heavy Storm. I've seen decks that run only 1 Gear Stack. Okay, some people are, because it's a level 7, okay, some people are overlooking the fact that you contribute 1 Steel Swarm for it. Some people don't use Mantis. They don't see that you can tribute a Gear Stag for Mantis, pay 1,000, get back Gear Stag, punch them in the face. It's also good for, let's say, you have a Mantis, and you tribute Mantis for a Mantis, special Mantis, Exceed for Aegis or Tiras. You have Moth, and you have some cards that, you know, are screwing you over, and you have, like, you just can't get rid of them, or your opponent has a few back rows that you're scared of, but you can't get rid of them. Tribute, pay 1,000, put them back in the hand, worry about them later. Your opponent has synchros on their field, worry about them later. It's just, like, it's kind of pissing me off, because some of you guys, you don't give it credit. Anyways, I totally forgot where I was going with this. But yeah, there was one other thing about Steel Swarms that I wanted to say. What was it? Let me look it up. See, what's another thing? Caller is overlooked because it can miss timing, depending. Like, okay, you won't always have the situation where you need to use the tribute's effect, but you'll have the caller on the field. You tribute caller, you don't have to use your monster's effect, and then you can bring out, you know, say like another caller. It's a 1700 beat stick, for crying out loud. And whenever Needle comes out, I mean, it's great side deck material. Because, you know, some people play that Morphing Jar deck out crap. Uh, some, some people play, you know, that Tengu Synchro, or some of this other crap that's just, you know, just a bunch of synchros, where you won't see any Exceed or anything. And, you know, Needle is a great way to stop that. And before I forget, last thing of this video, I have some tech for talk. Here it is. Extra Gate. I see there's a lot of people that don't quite know what this thing does. It comes in the new Photon Shockwave pack. It's also great teching for Dark Worlds and Fables. Declare a level between 1. Oh, and it's quick play too, so this is even cooler. So say like your opponent brings out say that your opponent has Formula and Stardust on the field. Quick play Extra Gate. Call 10. Declare a level between 1 and 12. Your opponent banishes one monster of that level from their extra deck. Here's where the part where it's good for Fables and Dark Worlds. If your opponent does not have a monster of that level in their extra deck, you discard one card. And it's not a cost, so it's good. I suggest side decking 3. I do. Well, on DN I do. I'm still looking for 2 more in real life. Another thing is Dark Light. Tribute 1 dark monster with 1500 or more attack points. Destroy all monsters that were special summoned this turn. If you use Mind Control and you're playing against, let's say, Dark World or Infernity, and you happen to take one of their monsters, it's not bad. It's situational, since you can basically, if you don't use darks, it can only be used like at that one time. But like, it's good. Destroy all special summon monsters. Actually, I might use that in. Huh. Anyways, that's all I'm good for. This is already 13 minutes long. I should stop before this thing takes a week to upload. I'm Demonic54, aka Punky Sanity, and I'd like to wish you all a happy new year. See you later.